Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Bahashon Hakodash. All right. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. I was a high spirit and lawyer. And today I want to go into the spiritual undertone of the movie Friday. All right. It was written by Ice Cube. It was directed by F. Gary. It was also written by DJ Pooh. All right, but the main writer and the most famous writer was Ice Cube. Okay, and I was thinking about it yesterday at camp. All right, about the correlation. All right, between the movie Friday, all right, which is like a so-called black culture movie, a black culture movie. All right, the movie Friday, and the scriptures. All right, and it's certain things that correlate. All right, even Friday. All right, they have certain correlations with the scriptures. So without further ado, I'm just going to get into it. Okay, I'm just going to go in the spirit as far as the order in which I'm going to bring out these scriptures. All right, this is 1 Samuel 17, and I'm just going to pretty much get to the point. All right, 1 Samuel 17. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay. All right, this is 1 Samuel 17, and I'll start at 41. It says, "And the Philistine came on and drew near unto David, and the man that bare the shield went before him. And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him, for he was but a youth and ruddy and of a fair countenance." All right, he was the underdog. And the Philistine said unto David, "Am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves?" And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. And this too reminds me of the scene with the movie scene Friday, because basically Debo, you've all seen Friday, basically Debo was basically scoffing at Ice Cube, Craig. All right, but it's all spiritual. Okay. And the Philistine said to David, "Come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field." Then said David to the Philistine, "Thou comest to me with the sword and with a spear and with a shield." Because you remember the Philistine had a sword, but David didn't have a sword. Our future king David did not have a sword. Just like the movie Friday. Because Craig had the gun, and John Witherspoon said, "Well, put the gun down." All right? So he didn't technically have a sword either. Okay? Then it goes on to say, But I come to thee in the name of Yahweh of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied." And what did he pick up? He picked up a brick, which is really basically a rock. All right? And I'll finish it off. It says, "This day will Yahweh deliver thee into my hand, and I will smite thee and take thine head from thee, and I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in heaven. And all this assembly shall know that Yahweh saveth not with sword and spear, but for the battle is Yahweh's, Salak, and he will give you into our hands." And it came to pass, when the Philistine arose and came and drew nigh to meet David, that David hastened and ran toward the army to meet the Philistine. And David put his hand in his bag and took thence a stone and slang it and smote the Philistine in his forehead, that the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon his face to the earth. Now let's get deeper into this. So we all know the account where our future King David, he gathered a stone, right, as opposed to a sword, and he slung the stone, and the stone smote the Philistine in his head. Okay. Now let's get some scriptures, okay, showing you what that stone was, all right, or what that rock represented. Okay, let me get that in Deuteronomy 32 and 30, King James Version. All right, it says, How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except the rock had sold them a rock, okay? And Yahweh had shut them up. Because who was their rock? It was Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi. All right? So going back to the account with the Philistine, all right, when our future king David slung that stone towards the Philistine, okay, spiritually that represented him taking down the Philistine with Yahawashi. All right, that was our rock. It was Yahweh Yahawashi. Okay, let's get another example of that. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 4. All right, specifically that this is Yahawashi. All right, showing you specifically that this is Yahawashi. It says, and did drink. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 4, Salat. All right, let me get a verse above that. All right, and I'll just start from the top. All right, 1 Corinthians 10 and 4. Moreover, brethren, I would not have you should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock. There goes their rock that followed them, and their rock was Hamashiach. So the rock put us in slavery. All right, the rock was slung towards the Philistine. All right, the rock covered us in the desert. Okay, but once again, that rock took down what? That Philistine. Okay, let me get back into the scriptures. All right, now let's get into something a little deeper. Now, the movie Friday was written and starred by Ice Cube. Now, Ice Cube played a character by the name of Craig. Let's see the spiritual meaning behind the name Craig. It says, this is basically Google Dictionary. It says Craig is a masculine name of Scottish origin that means rock. Here we go again. Meaning rock. Craig is a masculine name of Scottish origin, coming from the Gaelic word Craig. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. This name translates to rock. So the movie Ice Cube, the movie Friday, written and starring Ice Cube played a character by the name of Rock. So essentially, what did Ice Cube or Craig sling at Debo? A rock, a brick, but essentially it was a rock. You see? But his name meant rock. You see? So let's see what Debo's name means. All right? Which, let me give him his credits. All right? The late Tommy Lister Jr. played the character Debo, which spiritually was like the Philistine. Okay? Had that haughty spirit like the Philistine. All right? And ultimately, that Philistine was really the American power structure, man. It was the dominant American power, or Esau's power structure. All right, but we're going to get into that. But Debo, who played, Tommy Lister Jr., who played the character Debo, let's see what his name means, okay? Debo. All right? It says Debo is a modern American name, possibly derived from the word Debo, meaning to take in Spanish. Because what was Debo doing throughout the whole movie? He was taking things, man. Taking chains and everything. All right? And let's get deeper into it. Additionally, and this is from the kingpet.com. Additionally, some etymologists suggest that the name Debo could have connections with words meaning leader or warrior in ancient dialects. Who was that leader or that warrior? The Philistine. Okay? He was the champion. All right? So Debo in the movie Friday represented the Philistine, but essentially Debo represented somebody else on a broader sense. All right? But let's go. It says Debo is a modern American name, possibly derived from the word Debo, meaning to take. So let's get into the scriptures. Okay? Hey, and the Wadi Yahweh B'Hashim for bringing this to us, man. Bringing this manna to us, man. Okay? Just for edification. Okay, this is Job 20, and this is talking about Esau, Edom, being taken from his rulership. Where can I start? All right. And I start at 18. And this is talking about Esau, Edom, reaching a culmination of his rulership just to be destroyed. All right. Job 20 and 18. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. All right. Talking about his new world order. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he hath oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he hath vilely taken away an house which he buildeth not. What was that house that he took and he buildeth not? America. From Gad. All right, from Reuben. All right, because we're talking about North, Central, South America, the Americas. I read that again, Job 20 and 19. Because he have oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away an house which he buildeth not. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. But the point was, he have violently taken away an house which he buildeth not. Debo, he Debo'd America. Okay? Let me get another scripture right quick from this particular. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think it's like Micah. Yep, and it's talking about the elites and their rulership. Micah 2 and 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence. They Debo'd them, man. European colonization. The French, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the British, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Ultimately, all 12 tribes, man. But when you colonize a place, when you oppress a man, and when the 12 tribes came to America, all right, anywhere they dwelt, let's say when the 10 tribe or the 9 tribes came to America, all right, this is where the Most High put them, but they were oppressing their own country. How so? All right, you overtake their land, all right, and you enslave them in their own land. You make them extract the resources in their land just to give it to you. You make them tourists in their own, you make them tourist workers in their own land. And all their resources that they have in their land, North, Central, South America, it went right back to the IMF, International Monetary Fund. I read that again, Micah 2 and 10. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. You Debo'd it. Okay? All right, but what did Craig the Rock do? He threw a stone, all right, or a brick in this particular case at Debo. All right, and what did that stone represent? What did that rock represent? We pursuant to 1 Corinthians 10 and 4, it represented Yahushua. Let's get further into it. Okay, and I'm going to get the point. And you could just go back to Daniel, the 2nd chapter, and get the breakdown of the 4 beasts, and in the combination of the 4 beasts, which is the extension of the Roman Empire. All right, this beast, all right, which we're currently in the extension of the Roman Empire. His legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. But this is the point. The book of Daniel 2 and 34. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands. A stone was cut out without hands, which is the chariot or the so-called spaceship of Yahushua. That stone was Yahushua, or that rock was Yahushua. It says, thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces. All right. And that's what was going on with our future King David at that time when he smote the Philistine. That was symbolic for the house of David, smiting the American Idumean power structure, all right, with Yahushai. That's why the scripture says the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Put the gun down, Craig. But mighty through Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, pulling down strongholds. We're pulling down Esau, Edom through Yahushai, our rock. We're slinging that rock at them like Craig slang the stone at Debo. Because what was Craig's name? The rock. His name means, the word Craig means rock. All right. What does Debo mean? To take. And what did Craig do? He slung a rock and smote the man that took, that great bully that took, that great bully that was known for Debo and taking shit, man. All right, let's go, man. And then what did Smokey say when Debo got knocked out? You got knocked the fuck out. But did it not say the ship's gonna stand afar off saying, damn, you know, how has that oppressive city ceased? Because Debo was surrounded when he got knocked out. Everybody was in awe, like, damn. You know, who would have thought a ratchet movie, a nigga movie, would have had a spiritual meaning to it, man? Which, you know, I watched it back in the day. I think most of us have, okay? But that's the point, and I lost my train of thought. But that's the point, man. All right? Oh, yeah, I got it. All right. Because Debo was a bully, man. You know? Jeremiah 50:23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Got knocked the fuck out amongst all the nations, man. Because the nuclear missiles, that's a stone too, that knocked out Debo. But ultimately, Debo is the Idumean power structure. So when their headquarters, America, gets knocked out, they're going to be fighting for power. And that's where you're going to see the actual physical manifestation of that stone, Yahushua, who is their rock, pursuing the 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, man. All right? Just knocking down the whole beast, the whole image of the beast, man. Or the statue. All right, that is knocking down the beast, man, destroying the beast. That rock, Craig, which the word Craig, I'm not just spewing things out of my mouth. All right, the word Craig means rock. It's of Scottish origin. All right, let me see. Let me go back here. All right. Let me see. I don't even think I was here, but let me go back. Revelation 18. Because remember, when Debo got knocked out, everybody was looking like, damn, you know? Let me find the scriptures. All right, this is Revelation 18:9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and live deliciously with her shall beware of her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Wait a minute. What was Craig's best friend name? Smokey. And he was like, damn, you got knocked the fuck out. You know? Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. All right? And so they were standing afar off like shit because of the impact of the thermonuclear missiles. Okay? And I mean, that's pretty much the point, man. All right? Let me get verse 17. For in 1 hour, Revelation 18:17, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off because of the impact of the smoke of her burning. All right. Now this video that I'm about to use is for fair use. All right. It is for fair use. It is the scene from the movie All right, Friday. Then how they gonna go back like that? Let me see if I can. All right, it is the scene from the movie Friday. Here we go. Once again, this is for fair use only. All right, let me.
Esau, BMW beat you down. Who else wants some? Who else wants some of Debo? What?
Craig, get up!
Yeah, Craig. Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig. Fair enough, Craig. Fair enough. There you go. All right, Craig. Yes, Mr. Big Shot.
Walk him, Craig! Walk his ass! That's what I'm talking about. That's my dog.
Take that.
That's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. And anybody got to say anything, you let me know. That's my dog. You okay? Craig?
No. Cupcakes, leave him alone now. Let him be a man. I taught him good, didn't I?
Now y'all know how the rest of the movie went, but that was the point. You know, his name was Craig, man. His name was Craig. All right, and I stopped it at 444. But his name was Craig, and Craig basically means rock. It straight up means rock. And he knocked out a man named Debo, but Debo means to take violently. And like I said, we proved it through the definitions. We went through it by way of the scriptures. All right, and going back to our forefather David, all right, who knocked out the Philistine, which was really symbolic of the later end of the house of David overcoming, all right, Esau, Edom's power structure through what? Their stone or their rock, which was what? We proved through the scriptures. It was what? Yahushua. All right, but I hope this was edifying. All right, once again, I want to give all honor and glory to